Awesome. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's quiz. As usual, we'll be actually making a start around 5 past. So this is just to give people a bit of time to get ready and get together. But so in the meantime, take the time to obviously go get yourself a drink, get settled, make sure you're nice and comfortable. Get your team together electronically, and take a look at the picture round, which is in the description and is also in the link in the Facebook page. Hi, everyone. Hi, Matt. I did see your comment before it went live. Don't know which Matt you are. I've realised there's about 5 Matts watching this, and several of them are just called Matt. But hello, whichever Matt you are. Hi, Rachel and B. And hi, Reggie. The best Matt, obviously. That totally know who you are now still. But yeah, as I said, take the time to just take a look at the picture round, and get yourself settled and comfortable. Hi, Andrew. And I know this is the bit where I just end up sounding like a broken record for ages. Hi, Mum. It's all right, Reggie. I mean, we missed you, but we can't do anything about it now. At least you're here today. Touch wood, I won't have any internet difficulties, but we shall see. I have been looking it up, and apparently a lot of people have been having this problem with EE, and they've said they've discovered it's to do with the power cord. So nothing actually to do with the Wi-Fi, it's to do with the power lead to the Wi-Fi router. So I've ordered a new one, but it's arriving tomorrow. But hopefully it'll be fine today, and then hopefully from tomorrow onwards I should have 0 problems. Does anyone have a pen you can borrow, Reggie? I mean, I have several colouring pencils here, but that's not helpful. Oh, I like the idea of being on TV. Can I actually be on proper TV? Yeah. Yes. As I said right at the start of this, knocking stuff over by my feet. There we go. As I said at the start of the stream, hi everyone. Welcome to my quiz once again. I think this is the 7th or 8th one now. Doesn't feel like I've been in lockdown that long, yet at the same time it feels like I've been locked down forever. But yes, hello, welcome to my quiz. As I say, we're going to make a proper start as usual about 8:05. So just take this time to have a bit of a chat. Also go grab yourself a drink. Go make sure you're settled, completely comfortable, whatever you want to do, and take a look at the picture round. So the picture round, the link to that is either on the Facebook page or in the description of this video, where you can also find the link to last week's video. If you don't want to click on my profile and try and find it on there, I've been putting the link in the description as well. But obviously, yeah. I was about to say something and then completely lost the train of what I was going to say. So, oh, I like being told I have the voice of a god. That's quite exciting. But yeah, it makes sense why you have me turned up loud now that you've said that, Andrew. But yeah, so we'll make a proper start about 8:05. Yeah. Oh, my brother's just sent me a phone. What's Jonathan sending me? Oh, he sent me an actual photo of me on the TV. It's like Inception. I don't know how well you can see that. You know, looking, there's such a flattering photograph of me as well. Not. Ooh. Hello to everyone who's joined in the last few sessions. Hi, Dad! Made it this week, yay! And hi, Prime as well. No, I'm not going into Abbyception. That's a little bit too tricky, and I'm too tired for my brain to think about how to do that. Yes, hi to everyone who's joined in the last few minutes. As I said, this is a bit at the beginning where I always end up sounding like a broken record because I'm just repeating the exact same thing several times over. But hello to everyone who has just joined. We're going to be making a proper start in about 4 to 5 minutes. But in the meantime, take a look at the picture round. So if you're on the Facebook page, then the picture round's posted on there. Otherwise, it's also in the video description. Take a look. This week, the theme of it, because I've been watching so many cookery programs, is cakes and bakes. So you just have to name the cake, sweet treat that is in each photograph. But yeah, so we'll be making a start in about 3 minutes. So yeah, look at the picture round. Go grab yourself a drink if you need one. Make sure you're completely comfortable. Get in contact with your teams, etc. Matt, you've now put a surname to yourself, so I now know which Matt you are. And whilst they all are tasty, tasty is not an answer that gets a point. You have to name what they actually are. Hi, Matt. Different Matt. Also, hi, Richard. I've just seen your comment. You've gone quite far up. Apologies for not saying hello before. Yes, we'll be starting in about 3 minutes. Oh, my Facebook notification count has suddenly jumped from 1 to 5. Let me have a look and see if that's anything important. Nope. Still good. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't someone messaging about the quiz or posting, commenting on the quiz page. But we're all good. Yes, we'll be making a start in about 2 minutes. Just waiting for a couple more people to join. In the meantime, take a look at the picture round that's in the description. Grab yourself a drink. Make yourself comfortable. Get in contact electronically with your teams. Richard, yes, I have. I've not seen last week's episode, but other than that, I've been keeping up with Drag Race. I've also been watching the Secret Celebrity Drag Race, which is very entertaining. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm a gigantic fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. So that's what I was talking about just then. Grandma's on! Hello, Grandma! Was that hi, Mateo? So I assume are you with Ryan as well, possibly? If so, hello, Ryan. If not, I've just said hello to someone who's not here. Oh, I'm glad to hear Grandma's on. Yes. Well, we will be making a start in just 1 minute. So just a little bit of time for a couple more people to join us. I'm going to stop talking for a second. I feel like I've been talking non-stop. Yay, Ryan's here. Hi, Ryan. You are here. Fab. Okay. Hi, Rana. Cool. So I will make a start now then. It is 8:05. So hello to everybody. To everyone asking about my drink, no, it's just Coke Zero. It's nothing that exciting. I'm not drinking. I need my wits about me for this. Hi Lorraine and Ben and Brian. Cool. I said I was going to make a start and ended up just talking to people in the comments. So I am going to make a start. Hi everyone. Welcome to this week's quiz. So for anyone who doesn't know me, I am Abby. Yeah, that's about the gist. It's kind of all you need to know about me. I'm Abby. I'm your quizmaster for tonight. So this quiz, the same for. I can't talk tonight apparently. The format of this quiz is going to be the same as it is every week. So you've got 5 rounds in total plus your picture round. So we'll do 3 rounds, then give you a bit of a break to just get all your answers together. And then we'll mark those 3 rounds, go on, do the final 2 rounds, mark those and mark your picture round. If you haven't found the picture round yet, it's in the video description. You can do this quiz on your own, or you can organise a call, a Zoom call, a Jitsi call, a Hangouts call, a Facebook chat call, whatever you want to do, a house party call, that's the other one, with friends and family, and just write your answers down in a notebook. As I say, we don't do this quiz for a prize, so it's just for a bit of fun. But saying that, please don't go looking up your answers on Google. You're just cheating yourself if you do that. And please don't post your answers in the comments because that just ruins it for everyone else. As I say, usually I don't mind a bit of banter in the comments, so joke answers, that sort of stuff. But please no posting the actual answers or anything close to the actual answers. Otherwise, I think that's about it. Oh, one more thing. When it comes to the marking and even the questions, I look everything up extensively. I try and make sure all of my questions are correct. I'm only human. I do sometimes make mistakes. So if something is wrong, I apologise, but Quizmaster's word is final. So please don't argue with me. And there we go. I now think that is everything. So we will make a start on round 1. So round 1, as always, is just general knowledge. So there's no common theme to it. It's just a bit of everything. Mixed bag is the other way I've heard it called. So round 1, question 1. Which British newspaper took on its current title in January 1788 and has since lent its name to newspapers around the world, including in India and New York? So, which British newspaper took on its current title in January 1788 and has since lent its name to newspapers around the world, including in India and New York? Well, I'm just going to clean my glasses. Question 2. Civic, kayak, and noon are all examples of what type of word which reads the same backwards as it does forwards? So civic, kayak, and noon are all examples of what type of word which reads the same backwards as it does forwards? Question 3. Which Scottish DJ was born Adam Richard Wiles in 1984? So, which Scottish DJ was born Adam Richard Wiles in 1984? Question 4. Which British monarch was the final ruler in the House of Tudor? So, which British monarch was the final ruler in the House of Tudor? Okay, I've just had a clarification on question 3. So the Scottish DJ, no, he's not a radio DJ. He DJs music. I don't quite know how to say it. Sort of produces tracks. So question 4 again was which British monarch was the final ruler in the House of Tudor? And question 5, the world's first national park was established in 1862 in which country? So the world's first national park was established in 1862 in which country? Also, Dad, to your question, no, my hair is green, not purple. It's normal. It's normal brown on the top. I've not dyed that. It's just the ends are green. Question 6. Prospero is the main protagonist in which Shakespeare play? So Prospero is the main protagonist in which Shakespeare play? Question 7. Bodhran, congo, and snare are all types of which musical instrument? So bodhran, congo, and snare are all types of which musical instrument? I just realised I said Congo. Congo, but I don't know if I mean Congo or Congo. No, I mean Congo, not Congo. Apologies. So bodhran, conga, and snare are all types of which musical instrument? Yeah, I told you I get things wrong sometimes. Question 8. Which British band released the album A Rush of Blood to the Head in 2002? So, which British band released the album A Rush of Blood to the Head in 2002? Prem, I think you're a week too late with that comment. Question 9. Whom did Antonio Guterres replace as the United Nations Secretary General in 2017? So whom did Antonio Gutierrez replace as the United Nations Secretary General in 2017? And finally, question 10. What type of vehicle does Robert De Niro drive in the title of a 1976 Martin Scorsese film? So what type of vehicle does Robert De Niro drive in the title of a 1976 Martin Scorsese film? Okay, so that is the end of round one. As per usual, if you need a question to be repeated, just drop me a message, pop a comment in. I try and see them all. Shout at me if I miss a comment. But yes, let me know if you need any questions repeating. Okay. Richard, to answer your question, no, I can't repeat the picture round because how? Unless you're saying make a new one, and the answer to that is also I'm not going to do that. Cool. 1, 2, and 3. I can do that. So question 1 was which British newspaper took on its current title in January 1788 and has since lent its name to newspapers around the world, including in India and New York? Question 2 was civic, kayak, and noon are all examples of what type of word, which reads the same backwards as it does forwards? And question 3 was which Scottish DJ was born Adam Richard Wiles in 1984? Oh, okay. Go through. Someone's just said, can I go through 1 to 9 because they missed them? So that was the first 3. I'm just going to speed read through them. So question 4 was which British monarch was the final ruler in the House of Tudor? Question 5 was the world's first national park was established in 1862 in which country? 6 was Prospero is the main protagonist in which Shakespeare play? Question 7 was bodhran, conga, and snare are all types of which musical instrument? Question 8 was which British band released the album A Rush of Blood to the Head in 2002? Question 9 was whom did Antonio Gutierrez replace as the United Nations Secretary General in 2017? And question 10 was what type of vehicle does Robert De Niro drive in the title of a 1976 Martin Scorsese film? Oh, all right. So that is the end of round 1. No, I'm not repeating the Star Wars round. However, I am keeping it topical again this week. So obviously Friday was the 75th anniversary of VE Day. So in honour of that, round 2 is going to be all about World War II and that time period. So we're all good to go. So question 1, Winston Churchill was Prime Minister at the end of World War II, but who was Prime Minister at the start of the war? So Winston Churchill was Prime Minister at the end of World War II, but who was Prime Minister at the start of the war? Question 2. Although the war ended in Europe on the 8th of May 1945, it ended elsewhere on the 2nd of September 1945 with the official surrender of which country? So, although the war ended in Europe on the 8th of May 1945, it ended elsewhere on the 2nd of September 1945 with the official surrender of which country? Question 3. In which year did Germany invade Poland, thus starting World War II? So, in which year did Germany invade Poland, thus starting World War II? Question 4. Which British singer is famous for the wartime classic We'll Meet Again? So, which British singer is famous for the wartime classic We'll Meet Again? Question 5. How old was Queen Elizabeth at the end of World War II? So, how old was Queen Elizabeth at the end of World War II? Obviously, she wasn't queen at that point. She's queen now. Thought I would clarify that one. Oh, I swallowed my drink the wrong way. Apologies for this brief intermission while I cough. There we go. Question 6. In which year did food rationing end following the end of World War II? So, question 6. In which year did food rationing end following the end of World War II? And Reggie, no, it's not a dry cough. As I said before, it was me swallowing my drink down the wrong way. I do not have a fever. I am fine. I do not have COVID-19. Question 7. Which two Japanese cities were devastated by atomic bombs towards the end of the war? So, which two Japanese cities were devastated by atomic bombs towards the end of the war? Question 8. What was the German bombing campaign against the UK from 1940 to 1941 known as? So, what was the German bombing campaign against the UK from 1940 to 1941 known as? Question 9. How many sheets of toilet paper was each British soldier fighting in World War II allowed per day? So, how many sheets of toilet paper was each British soldier fighting in World War II allowed per day? And finally, question 10. What part of the British Isles did the Nazis occupy during World War II? So, what part of the British Isles did the Nazis occupy during World War II? Okay, so that's the end of round 2. As per usual, if you need anything repeating, just let me know and I will repeat it for you. Okay, I've had a request for question 10. Anyone else? Okay. Question 10 was what part of the British Isles did the Nazis occupy during World War II? For question 7, it's half. To keep the points level, I'm going to say it's half a point per city. So questions 5 and 6. So question 5 is how old was Queen Elizabeth at the end of World War II? Obviously, she wasn't queen at that point. 6 was in which year did food rationing end following the end of World War II? Just seen 4 as well. So 4 was which British singer is famous for the wartime classic We'll Meet Again? Okay, if everybody is happy, we are going to move on to round 3 now. So the theme for round 3 is science and nature. So round 3, question 1. Where on the body would you find rods and cones? So where on the human body would you find rods and cones? Question 2. What is the most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere? So, what is the most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere? I like my dad and my brother both basically put the same thing in the comments just then. That was quite amusing, but not particularly something I want to read out loud. If you want to find it, look in the comments. Question 3. Approximately how long does it take for the sun's light to reach Earth? So approximately how long does it take for the sun's light to reach Earth? Question 4. Which British physicist wrote A Brief History of Time? So, which British physicist wrote A Brief History of Time? I knew that somebody was going to put Ed Sheeran to that question. I don't know why Ed Sheeran's taken over today. It's normally Angela Lansbury. Question 5. What name is given for the number of protons found in the nucleus of an atom? So, what name is given for the number of protons found in the nucleus of an atom? Question 6. In which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? So, in which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? Question 7. What is the collective noun used for a group of grasshoppers? So, what is the collective noun used for a group of grasshoppers? Question 8. Rose gold gains its colour from the addition of which metal to the gold? So, rose gold gains its colour from the addition of which metal to the gold? Okay, Hannah, I'm glad you've got sound back. Let me know at the end which questions you missed. So, question 9. The Beaufort wind force scale ranges from 0 up to which number, which represents a hurricane? So, the Beaufort wind force scale ranges from 0 up to which number, which represents a hurricane? And then question 10, the chemical element fermium, denoted by the symbol Fm, was named after which Italian-American physicist? So the chemical element fermium, denoted by the symbol Fm, was named after which Italian-American physicist? All right, guys, as usual, if anyone needs any questions to be repeated, then please let me know and I will go through them. Okay, 5, 6, and 7, I can do that. I'll just wait a couple of seconds and see if anyone needs anything else. Okay, so it looks like it's 5, 6, and 7. So question 5 was, what name is given for the number of protons found in the nucleus of an atom? Question 6 was, in which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? And question 7 was, what is the collective noun used for a group of grasshoppers? Okay. Anybody else needs anything from the first 3 rounds repeated, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to take just a brief break for you to just make sure you've got all your answers together. And then we will carry on and mark the first 3 rounds. Question 9, yes, of course. So 9 was, the Beaufort wind force scale ranges from 0 up to which number, which represents a hurricane? Cool. Okay, I will make a start on the answers in just 1 minute, at 20 to 9 exactly, according to my clock. Your clocks might be slightly different. So if you need any answers, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think I just said if you need any answers. If you need any questions repeating, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm not giving you the answers before the answers. Yay, well done, Ryan. Also, Matt, it's up to you. As I say, we're playing for fun. If you want to get Chris involved, get Chris involved. But I'm just about ready to go through the answers now. So if you are ready, can you let me know? Just, I don't want to start going through the answers before people are ready to. Okay, we'll make a start on going through the answers then. So your general knowledge round, the newspaper is the Times. The name for all those words is a palindrome. The Scottish DJ is Calvin Harris, who I didn't realise till I was researching this was Scottish. Question 4 was Queen Elizabeth I. Question 5, the first national park was actually in the USA and it was Yellowstone National Park. Question 6, Prospero is the protagonist of The Tempest. Question 7, those are all drums. Question 8, it was Coldplay that released A Rush of Blood to the Head. Question 9 was Ban Ki-moon. And question 10, Robert De Niro drove a taxi. On to the World War II round. So Winston Churchill was Prime Minister at the end of the war. It was Neville Chamberlain that was Prime Minister at the start of the war. Question 2 is Japan. Question 3 was 1939. Question 4, We'll Meet Again was sung by Dame Vera Lynn. Question 5 was 19. Question 6 was 1954. Question 7 was Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And as I said, it's half a point for each of those answers. Question 8 is the Blitz. Question 9 is 3. And question 10 is the Channel Islands. If you've written Jersey and Guernsey, I'll give you that. If you've written one or other of them, I'll give you half a point. But yeah, so we just had question 8 on the last round was Coldplay. And then going on to science and nature round. So question 1, you would find rods and cones in the eyes. They're light detecting cells. Question 2, the most abundant gas is nitrogen. Question 3, it takes 8 minutes approximately. Question 4 is Stephen Hawking. Question 5 is the atomic number. Question 6 is the 17th century. He was born in 1648, so that makes it the 17th century. Question 8, it is a cloud of grasshoppers. Question 8, rose gold gets its colour from copper. Question 9, the wind force scale goes up to 12. And question 10, fermion is named after Enrico Fermi. You've probably figured that one from the name. And he was the creator of the world's first nuclear reactor. Okay, Richard, yes, retina's fine. So for question 1, if you've gone slightly more specific, so if you've said retina or something along those lines, then that's also fine. Okay, so that's the end of the first 3 rounds. I'll now go on to the last 2 rounds worth of questions. I've seen one score post, or a couple of scores posted in the comments. Some really, really good scores tonight. So well done, everybody. Cool. And if you are ready, we will go on to round 4. So the theme for round 4 was requested to me a couple of times over the last couple of weeks. And it's all about British TV. For next week and beyond, if you have any requests, as usual, drop me a message or pop it in the comments here, or I put a post up on the Facebook page every week for you to comment on as well. And I will try and get to them as and when I can. Obviously, I can't put all of the requests in each week. I want to sort of balance things out. I've already seen a couple. I'm just going to make a note of the couple that I've seen so that I don't forget them. Okay, so we will go on to the British TV round now. So, question 1. Which girl group performed during the opening minutes of Channel 5's launch in 1997? So, which girl group performed during the opening minutes of Channel 5's launch in 1997? Question 2. Who played Rodney Trotter in Only Fools and Horses? So, who played Rodney Trotter in Only Fools and Horses? Question 3. Who does the voiceovers on Love Island? So, who does the voiceovers on Love Island? Question 4. What is the name of Renee's wife in Allo Allo? So, what is the name of Renee's wife in Allo Allo? Question 5. In which fictional town was the sitcom Dad's Army set? So, in which fictional town was the sitcom Dad's Army set? Question 6. Which comedian and actor plays Alan Partridge? So, So, which comedian and actor plays Alan Partridge? Question 7. Which member of the Beatles narrated the first series of Thomas the Tank Engine? So, which member of the Beatles narrated the first series of Thomas the Tank Engine? Question 8. Cop drama Life on Mars is named after a song by which musician? So, cop drama Life on Mars is named after a song by which musician? Question 9. Name Casualty's longest serving character. So, name Casualty's longest serving character. And no, I want the character's name, not the actor's name who plays them. And question 10. Who is missing from the following list? Michael Palin, Terry Jones, Graham Chapman, John Cleese, and Terry Gilliam. So, who is missing from the following list? Michael Palin, Terry Jones, Graham Chapman, John Cleese, and Terry Gilliam. Okay, does anybody need any questions repeating from round 4? Okay, so question 5 again was, in which fictional town was the sitcom Dad's Army set? And then question 3 was, who does the voiceover on Love Island? Okay, so I've done 3. 4 is, what is the name of Renee's wife in Allo Allo? Question 6 is, which comedian and actor plays Alan Partridge? And 9 was, name Casualty's longest serving character. And for that one, I want the name of the character, not the name of the actor who plays them. I believe that is all the ones that everyone asked for, is 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. Oh, 2. Gosh. More and more questions coming in. So 2 was who played Rodney Trotter in Only Fools and Horses? If that's everything that everybody needs again, I will go on to round 5. So our final sort of spoken round for this week, which is sport and leisure. Although actually, I feel like I should take the leisure out because all of the questions are sports related. So it's just a sports round. So question 1 is which city hosted the Summer Olympic Games in 2004? So which city hosted the Summer Olympic Games in 2004? Question 2. Bob and Mike Bryan are well-known brothers in which sport? So Bob and Mike Bryan are well-known brothers in which sport? Question 3. Which British athlete won gold in both the 5,000 and 10,000 metres in the Summer Olympics of 2016? So which British athlete won gold in both the 5,000 and 10,000 metres in the Summer Olympics of 2016? Question 4. Which NFL team are known as the Packers? So which NFL team are known as the Packers? And question 5. Which country would you be in if you're watching Formula One racing at Spa-Francorchamps? So which country would you be in if you're watching Formula One racing at Spa-Francorchamps? So that's spelt SPA-FRANCORCHMPS. Question 6. What was the birth name of boxer Muhammad Ali? So what was the birth name of boxer Muhammad Ali? Question 7. Which sporting event starts at Putney Bridge and finishes at Chiswick Bridge? So which sporting event starts at Putney Bridge and finishes at Chiswick Bridge? Question 8. In Olympic boxing, which weight comes between lightweight and middleweight? So in Olympic boxing, which weight comes between lightweight and middleweight? Question 9. Which British cyclist won his third Tour de France title in 2016? So which British cyclist won his third Tour de France title in 2016? And finally, question 10. How many players are there on an Olympic curling team? So how many players are there on an Olympic curling team? So that was the final question of the round. So if you need any repeating, please let me know. Pardon me. Yeah. So if anyone needs any questions repeating, please let me know. I saw one request that just said repeat, but I couldn't work out what question it was attached to. So I thought I'd just come to that at the end with all the other requests. 2. Okay, so question 2 was Bob and Mike Bryan are well-known brothers in which sport? Question 6 was what was the birth name of boxer Muhammad Ali? And question 5 was which country would you be in if you are watching Formula One racing at Spa-Francorchamps? So Spa-Francorchamps is spelled SPA-FRANCORCHMPS. And then question 8 was in Olympic boxing, which weight comes between lightweight and middleweight? Okay, so as usual, I'm just going to leave a couple of minutes for you to make sure you've got all the answers that you can get. If you need anything else repeating from the last 2 rounds, let me know. And it also gives you a little bit of time to just make sure you finish off your picture round as well. And we will make a start on going through the answers in just a couple of minutes. Okay. If you are ready to get going on the answers, then let me know and I will start going through them once I've had people say they're ready. Okay, I will make the start on the answers now then. So the girl group that performed in that event in 1997 was, of course, the Spice Girls. Question 2, Rodney Trotter was played by Nicholas Lyndhurst. Question 3, Love Island is narrated by Ian Sterling, although as someone put in the comments jokingly, David Attenborough. I would love it if David Attenborough did it, but no, it's Ian Sterling. Question 4, Renee's wife in Allo was Edith. Question 5, Dad's Army is set in Wilmington-on-Sea. Question 6, Alan Partridge is portrayed by Steve Coogan. Question 7, it was Ringo Starr that narrated Thomas the Tank Engine. Question 8, Life on Mars is named after the song by David Bowie. Question 9, the longest serving character on Casualty is Charlie Fairhead. I will obviously, if you just put Charlie, that's fine as well. And question 10, the person missing from that list was Eric Idle, of course, all the members of Monty Python. Well, the sport round. So the 2004 Olympics was in Athens, in Greece. Question 2, Bob and Mike Bryan are tennis players. Question 3 was Mo Farah. Question 4, the Packers playing Green Bay. So the Green Bay Packers. Question 5, that race course is in Belgium. Question 6 is Cassius Clay. Question 7 is officially just called the boat race. But if you've put the Oxford and Cambridge boat race or the university boat race, then obviously that's fine as well. Question 7, the boxing weight in between those weights is the welterweight. Question 9, it was Chris Froome that won his third Tour de France title in 2016. And question 10, it is 4 players in a curling team. Question 8 was welterweight, Matt. And then finally, onto the picture round. So picture number 1, so in the top left, I realise there's no picture numbers, so I'm going to go left to right and reading down. So picture 1 is Madeline's. Question 2 is a tiramisu. Question 3 is a brownie. Question 4 is millefeuille. Well, I'm never quite sure how you pronounce that. Millefeuille, or they're also known as Napoleons. So if you put that, I will also accept that. Question 5 is a Battenberg. Question 6 is a Charlotte. Question 7 is a baked Alaska. Question 8 are macarons. Question 9 are palmiers. And question 10 are soufflés. Cool. Sarah, was that question miss number 4 in the picture round or in the sport and leisure round? Cake number 4 was a millefeuille. I will pop it in the comments because I never quite know if I'm saying it correctly. And it's also known as a Napoleon. Yes. Fab. So that is the end of the quiz for this week. I've seen some very impressive scores floating around. So well done, everybody. And so I hope you're all staying well, staying safe, trying not to get too confused by all the latest advice. And yes, as I said, let me know if there's any rounds you would like to see. I have tried to write down all the ones that I've seen floating around the comments. But if you pop them as a comment on the Facebook post, I'm more likely to definitely remember them. Yes, thank you for coming along, everybody. If you want to know when I go live, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. These are about the only things I post on there at the moment. You may at some point in the future get ukulele videos, but not for a little while. But other than that, it's likely to just be the quizzes. Yes, thank you everybody again for joining in. Stay safe. I still can't talk. Stay safe, stay healthy, try and stay upbeat, and I will see you all again next week. Yes, bye everyone.